upright with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Somebody's divine masculine is having realizations. Some of you trying to figure out why you haven't spoken to this person. Actual communication between you and this person may have been blocked, meaning God has made it very hard for you and this person to talk in the physical, right? It feels uncomfortable. There's something here with that. But this divine masculine still has been granted access to you. Okay. So this makes me feel like there's some level of soul evolution happening, even though this person is, going through some things with God right now. Okay. Because I was sitting here and I was getting this energy of a divine masculine that's trying to speak to a divine feminine, but I don't know if the divine feminine is hearing this masculine or if the distance has caused distraction in communication. A lot of people like to play on these types of situations, okay? They think everything is physical. So let's get deeper into the spiritual behind it, right? There is a divine masculine out here. Okay, he said that I could give this message, so I'm not stepping on no toes. I'm being as real as I possibly can. I'm gonna try to be as understanding and as empathetic as possible. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try. I'm only human. I might be like, okay, anyway. So this divine masculine is dealing with some harsh lessons that God is making them go through. There's something here with your emperor, because I saw the emperor and the empress together. So this is what I'm talking about, that unity consciousness, like you are one. So this means you guys have already come into union somehow, some way, some shape or form of fashion. Okay, but you and this person came into a physical union, and then there was space placed between. Nothing bad happened. This will present as, y'all was chilling, and then it'd been a couple weeks since you talked to this person type energy, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And you're not like, oh, da 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 da. You're just like, well, I be knowing when I be having to go. So there's an understanding here. Somebody is looking for confirmation that their person is doing the work. Okay. We keep hearing all these messages about judgment and, God, reprimanding, I'm sorry, the divine masculines. And this comes through because just like you, divine feminine, here's the energy. You were told you were chosen, and you went with that. You walked with that. You didn't give a fuck who believed it. There's an energy here of your masculine who, again, maybe it's a masculine thing, where they didn't take heed to the title. They maybe doubted the title. They didn't understand what the title meant. Being chosen, I should say. I don't know. I think they took it lightly. And I feel like these types of masculines get harsh repercussions because you're their partner. There's a certain standard here that God is calling these divine masculines to. And they have to rise up. It's literally, there's nothing else that's going to happen here. Unless this person chooses to rise up into who they are. If you're the empress, this is the emperor. You can't be the empress and the emperor forever. Do you understand what I'm saying? This person has to step up and do what God is calling them to do. Okay. Now, here is the human aspect of this. We get that. We understand that. That's a hard thing to carry. People don't understand burden. People be burdened by everyday things, but there's a real burden with being chosen. When you're expected to do, when you're required to, when you must be, when you must obey, like, it's hard being chosen. It comes with its own heaviness. So I understand these masculines who maybe, didn't realize what it entails for them. I feel like these masculines woke up watching you. Whatever, however that resonates. You got a platform, they wake up every day, see what you post, okay? Throughout the day as well. They want to know if you're mad at them. These are the masculines that you're not talking to but connect with you heavily. Want you to know, like, that energy, you got one person around you. My index cards, like, I'm seeing that energy. This person has not left you out in the cold. This person has not isolated you. This person thinks about you constantly, okay? But what they have been shown, what they have been told is the truth. Now, Let's reverse this, however harsh that truth may be. It's a hard pill to swallow. Let's change this around to make somebody else understand it in a different way. So imagine, Divine Feminine, it was your Divine Masculine on this platform. Imagine. This is where the empathy comes in. This is where some of your masculines don't like the way you talk to them. Okay. Some of y'all have heard that. You're like, I don't know. Okay. Imagine your masculine was you. And your masculine had a platform, right? And he's speaking. He's speaking. Unbeknownst to you, he was talking to you. Unbeknownst to you, he was talking to you. Until you found out, oh shit, right? I think he's talking about me. And then there's an intrigue there. Let me keep watching. Let me find out. Is he talking about me? And then you guys, with your truth and your intuition and your gifts and your messages of prophecy that you're called to give people, imagine if that was him. Now imagine if you're on the receiving end of this and you're the person that's being told pretty much, you must do this, you must do that, you got to heal this, you got to fix that, you got to step up, like what I just said. Imagine how much weight that puts on the person that God sent to watch you. I mean, God knows that, they can do it. God doesn't give us any more than we can handle. You might be a lot to handle for this masculine, or maybe he was, but he's starting to see he was a lot to handle for you too. This is what I be thinking about sometimes when these readers be out here posting these messages and they don't be thinking. Okay, everything is not about my masculine, and I'm sure he knows that. But discernment is very important. There are divine masculines that are going through some lessons. And God is hoping that at the end of these lessons, they will see what it was all for. For those of you guys who were called to be those guiding lights to these masculines that I'm picking up on, they heavily appreciate you. I got the Empress, the Emperor, the Page of Swords. The Divine Masculine is in the Page of Swords energy. When I see the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, they missed something before. They weren't aware of something before. They didn't have the spiritual knowledge that they have now before. They've been watching you to learn. So I feel like masculines are closing out cycles now, like kind of like you did, Divine Feminine, going back and seeing what needs to be seen. So they may be backtracking, but they're not backtracking in life. They want to make sure that they leave no stone unturned. They want to make sure that when they are able to come toward you again, because this isn't this masculine not wanting to. This masculine's fucking in love with you. He want to be near you. He want to be up under you. He want to be with you. He want to talk to you. But when God puts a block on something, when God closes a door, it can't be open. And so there's something here with Divine Feminine as you have been guided away to focus on you. What you don't know is that your Divine Masculine is in a place where God is working with him. And it's unlearning, unpacking, really getting to why they neglected this connection. What were their fears? Like Divine Masculines are going through shadow energy right now, and you are their stronghold. Your Divine Masculines want you to know, the ones that are watching you, Page of Swords Emperors, okay? They're watching the Empress. I said, why are these Divine Masculines not moving? Why are they just watching? They're watching because they don't have, I'm seeing the Chariot in reverse, the green light to move toward you yet. They have not completed something. They are in the process of closing something out. Now, with that being said, when God is like, all right, all is well, you know how God works in your connection. Only you know that. But what I feel right now, I'm being guided to give you this message. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't listen to the haters who have no idea what this journey is about. Just as you took time to heal shit, it took me fucking 6, almost 7 years. What the fuck is this? Shit don't happen overnight. And for some of you guys, like I said before, these masculines who have been watching you for years, who just found out, like, you are the one that they were, you know what I mean? That God put, like, it's very beautiful. It's overwhelming. These masculines are in their feelings because they're going through the feels. Like, imagine, like, we don't even know as Divine Feminines that God is saying, okay, I want you to create a platform and I want you to put this content out there. We don't know. We did not know then what we know now. We didn't know who we was talking to. We didn't know, what our journey entailed, why God put us here, the types of people that were going to come toward us. We were just talking to the masses. And in that mass group of people, we've been touching, healing, evolving, waking up. Our person has been in that crowd. And I said this before. So now that your person understands that you are their match, like you are their empress, it's hitting them differently. It's hitting them in a way where they feel like they have to do certain things now. Like, this is not a man that feels like he's being dragged by God to do right by you. No, that's not what I'm saying. This is a man that knows that he loves you and just knows that he didn't show you the proper ways in which you deserve to be shown. This man, God is working on his heart. And so Divine Feminine, this is like I posted earlier about me being in my emotions the other night. Like these masculines is coming through and it's kind of like pouring their heart out. And it's on you to discern. Okay? It's on you. You know what you know. God allows this communication between twins at this point to allow the Divine Feminine to know, like I said, to continue to hold a space if you so choose. Everybody don't want this person. But if there's the Divine Feminine who understands what's happening right now, these shifts that are happening, your person is shifting into his Divine Masculine. He's getting out of the kings. He's turning into the emperor. He's getting all of his emotions, his mental, his spiritual in alignment. This man knows that you are his assignment. And there's something here, Divine Feminine, you are this masculine's assignment because this masculine was yours. It's the energy of God is saying that these two people, regardless of where they are right now in life, will be unified. They will come together. And free will, yes, we have it, but when there's something when you know your purpose and you don't know it. When you know it and you go against it, you're creating bad karma for yourself. You can't blame no one else for that. When you don't know and you're going to people and they're lying, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? But for us who have been in these public positions of speaking and talking, there's no way that these Divine Masculines can't say. They don't know what the fuck is going on. And that's where I said the other day, they weren't stalling you. They just had shit to do. You know, like that whole where a lot of us came into spirituality and God told us different things that he needed us to like drop. And like some of us, we just dropped them right away. Okay, God, whatever you say. It's that energy of releasing. It's the energy of surrendering. I feel like men have a hard time with surrendering because the ego, the pride doesn't want that. It's natural. It's innate. Just like women, we're naturally intuitive. You know, we feel naturally. It's just who we are. When you have to release something that you're holding, you're releasing to feel something else. And what these masculines realize with release and surrender is, oh shit, if I remove the mask, if I remove the guilt, if I remove the shame, if I remove, all of these things, that leaves me open. And they might feel like this is a weakened state. But the thing that's so powerful about this is here you are, Divine Feminine, showing these masculines through all of the turbulence of your life how what is perceived weakness is actually the greatest strength. Love is a superpower, all right? And surrendering to your heart, surrendering to the desires that you have, this is what these masculines, they've never done this before. They've never been on a soul level connected to anything. You understand? So this is what is shaking up things for these Divine Masculines, and they will approach you. They will. Believe me, I know. I know. And it's not a game of Divine Feminine waiting out the time, and I'm waiting on this part. Nah, it ain't got shit to do with that. It's when you know, you know. People on the outside looking in and be like, why are you doing that? Why don't you just this? Or they don't deserve your forgiveness, or da-da-da-da-da. But people on the outside looking in ain't y'all. People on the outside aren't ordained to be with this person. People on the outside don't understand how your blessings are connected. So while this Divine Masculine might be going through a period of what people will perceive in tarot community as bad karma, some of you Divine Feminine are feeling those ripple effects. Not saying you're receiving it, but you're feeling what your masculine is going through because you know the assignment. And this is what your masculine is saying, that it don't matter who it is when it comes to you. And it's the same if he step into his power and realize who he is. But this divine masculine is seeing you as a very strong and beautiful force. And he's seeing the truth in his life as mere representation of what happens to people when they play with you, when they try to play with your heart. Not saying that's what this masculine did, but he did it. Okay? It wasn't on purpose, but it happened. You see what I'm saying? It's this energy here where God don't play about you, divine feminine. Your heart, what you love, because God pours into you what you pour into others. So God kind of sees that in a way. Do you understand? This masculine is seeing the truth about you, himself, and this connection. Knight of Pentacles is real here. When this masculine comes in, he ain't going nowhere. And I say that because I understand it now. We've been talking about the Knight of Pentacles taking so long to come in. You've been waiting for a long time. Anything worth having is worth the wait. It's worth the work. And I keep seeing the Eight of Pentacles. I have no cards. These divine masculines are putting in the work now. Finally, I know. I don't want to say it's because God has had a talk with these divine masculines. And these divine masculines know God is talking to them because, like I said before, you share an intuition. Just right now in this message, my divine masculine knows that I know that God is working with him just because we share an intuition. You and your person are still connecting. Communication is still there. I feel like there are still plans being made between the two. That line of communication is open. It's not blocked or obstructed. This divine masculine is coming through to tell you, like, yo, I'm sorry it took me so long. I'm sorry I made you feel like I was playing games. I'm sorry I made you feel like I didn't want this with you. The thing with this divine masculine is he's terrible with communication. I'm sorry. So it kind of makes up in the spirit because he don't never stop talking. In the physical, he might be a very silent man, like King of Swords energy, but he is really the King of Cups. He is completely different spiritually and physically. And that's kind of where he was thrown off too. Like, yo, get it together. Like, who do you want me to believe you are? This is divine feminine to her masculine. And I don't feel like he understood how to work with all of these energies. Does that make sense? You grew to learn. He is too. So as this man is tapping more into his spiritual side and his intuition, he wants you to know something, divine feminine. You are his. The Empress is coming out with the Emperor. He has not forgotten about you, okay? He's not trying to downplay your journey. This man actually supports you, Page of Swords, Empress. He watches you. He's inspired by you, okay? And he is full of love. This man is full of love. I don't know why this message had to come out. I don't know if someone's trying to project upon something, someone that your masculine may be close to, maybe thinking they have the upper hand in a situation because they can see him or they talk to him. And that's like, okay, and that's kind of how I'm getting. I feel like this masculine is like, he's kind of in the space of like, I don't really care about nothing right now. Like, I got shit to do. Like this masculine, Eight of Pentacles, he's very much so invested in himself and making progress and seeing this wheel turn, okay, in his favor. And it's happening. I see it. I definitely see it. Whoever is around this masculine that may be trying to make this masculine believe, divine feminine, that you have given up on him, that you don't care about him, that you're not going to be there, that you're this and you're that. Yeah, this masculine ain't seeing it. And this masculine is also getting agitated with people who are opposing you at this time, because he's trying to understand, like, yo, why are you, like, whoever this is that this divine masculine has talked to about you, High Priestess, Nine of Cups, like, someone is very upset. Someone is very upset that this divine masculine is doing this work for you. And it's crazy because we don't see that. We see these divine masculines doing the work for themselves. But these karmic energies, whoever's around these divine masculines that may be thinking that they're keeping them separated from you, or they have some type of control or manipulation over the situation and the outcome of it, they're going to be in for a rude awakening. Because a lot of these women that, they're definitely women, I can't say anything else, that's what I heard. A lot of these women that are in these divine masculines' faces, these divine masculines are growing a strong aversion to, because they are seeing these people as being, blessing blockers. I'm just saying what it is. Divine masculines are now seeing these karmics as burdens. Divine masculines are now seeing these karmics as people that guided them down the wrong path. These divine masculines are now seeing these people that were so happy with you and this man in separation as devils. Like, this divine masculine is growing. And he's really learning a thing or two, divine feminine. This divine masculine is releasing any karmic attachments. And he really doesn't care who doesn't like it. That's why I'm giving this message. So someone don't like it. But someone's divine masculine said give the message. So, yeah, they're doing what needs to be done right now. So just know, keep communicating. And remember, I said a couple weeks ago, that live that I did, remember, like I said, sometimes we got to go back to get something to move forward. Remember, my old messages be replaying in my head all the fucking time. Not even the message, just the words coming out my mouth. Like, I remember certain messages that I've given. And this is the one where, remember we talked about the Emperor and the Empress and the Eight of Swords in reverse? And remember we talked about the people making plans to try to distort something? Yeah, as soon as I say that, my views go to zero, of course. Yeah, all of a sudden. Yeah, there's some type of interference that's trying to happen in this connection, but it's not happening. And that's what the problem is. It's still not happening. Every time there is an appear of, what's the word? No, that's not the word. Supposed, there we go. Separation, it's never a separation that ends in a finality of this connection. It's always a separation that brings things full circle for you and this person. Yeah, the World card is coming out now. I'm just shuffling the cards. I'm not even really looking at them, but they're giving me many downloads. Every time I stop, it's a card that makes sense. Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, these masculines are, they're doing work right now. And like I said before, there's some divine masculines that might be on some demon time, just to be honest. If you're divine, well, shit, divine feminine. Okay, let's be realistic. This man has learned a lot from you. Queen of Swords, the Hangman, the Eight of Swords in reverse with the Six of Pentacles, with the Four of Wands. You shared a lot with this man. So, you know, knowledge is wealth, wealth is knowledge, power, wealth is power. Something here, like, this masculine is getting booted up and suited up. And also, he's learning a lot from you. The Moon in reverse with the Ace of Swords and the Hermit. Ten of Cups, King of Swords. What up, divine masculine? I see you up in here. I know you here. Well, I know mine is. Yours probably, you know, he's around. Because with the King of Swords and the Ten of Cups, this is a man that is 100% sure in his mind where his heart is. With the Hermit, he's being guided to it. His wish fulfillment, King of Swords, Hermit, Ten of Cups. The Ace of Swords, there's a truth that he's received that he's no longer pretty much shying away from. Also with the shadow energy, Moon in reverse with the Hermit. This man has been on a journey of soul searching. The Moon, I said he's going through his shadow energy. He's going through his dark night of the soul, period. Anytime you see the Moon and the Hermit, that's spiritual growth and enlightenment. That's having to walk down a path of singularity to find singular knowledge on oneself, the path of self-exploration. Isn't that what you was on, divine feminine? Yeah, he's coming. He right behind you. He right behind you. I'm telling you. I'm seeing it in the cards. The same process that you went through, he's going through. Remember you went through your Moon in reverse with the Hermit and came out the Queen of Swords? Yeah, he's going through his Moon, his Hermit, and coming out the King of Swords. You both are getting a truth, okay? So this truth is going to empower you both. The Strength card to overcome any obstacles and challenges. Five of Wands when it comes to this Four of Wands union. You and this person are going to be very, very powerful. And like I said, Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. This wait is almost over. Ace of Cups with the Hangman, with the Eight of Swords, with the Emperor. Yeah, he's stuck on this, outcome. This masculine is stuck on you. You might be feeling it. You really might be feeling your person. You might be smelling this person. You might be having visions of times with this person. You might be having dreams of this person. You might be literally hearing this person, like sayings that this person has. You might be seeing this person's birthday. You might be, listening or hearing certain songs that you heard when you was with this masculine. This masculine is trying everything to let you know I'm still here and it's not what you think. I am not trying to hurt you, Ten of Swords. I'm not trying to make you unhappy. I'm not watching you to manipulate you. I'm not watching you to steal from you. I'm not the karmic-ass warlock that these hoes is talking about. I am the fucking Tower, and you and them will see Ten of Cups, Five of Swords. This divine masculine, I don't know if he watches tarot. I think he does. Well, mine watches me, so. This divine masculine has seen all the things that people have said about him. He's disgusted. So this masculine just hopes that you don't believe these nasty, this gossip that's being spread about him, and that you remember something about what was promised. I feel like this divine masculine promised you something. I know mine promised me. And here comes the Emperor with the world. 7 of Wands, yep. With the Empress. See, I know what I'm talking about. My divine masculine, I remember, promised me, what was this? 4 or 5 years ago, that he was going to protect me. And this was a physical conversation. And I spiritually, right now I got goosebumps. Like, I know my divine masculine does things that I can't see. I know my divine masculine is very tapped in. I know my divine masculine is very powerful. I feel his protective energy all the time. I know my divine masculine wakes up different days and just be like, I wonder what Kayla's doing. Or, sorry, I wonder what KK's doing. I know my divine masculine be searching my YouTube to see what I post. I know he may not watch me every day, but I know my divine masculine checks up on me. I know my divine masculine don't let nobody fucking talk no shit about me. I know my divine masculine would throw down for me if necessary. Like, I know this about my person. Okay? These aren't just assumptions. I know him physically. So there's this energy here, like there's a promise that was made between you and this person is bringing this promise up again. I don't know if this person feels you pulling away, but this is like, I don't want to say this is not a last-ditch effort, because you and this person are going to get this right. But I definitely feel like your person feels like you might be losing hope or faith in them, and they're just letting you know it's their fault. Okay, this masculine is really being real with you. I said earlier, taking accountability. It's his fault, whatever that means. He's watching you. Page of Swords, online, the World card. Page of Swords, World card. Your masculine is watching you. With the Emperor and the Hermit card, he's saying right here with this ghosting energy, this person ghosted you. But there's also the energy, like I said, about y'all having to move in silence, Hermit card. So while this Emperor may have ghosted you in the physical, in the spirit, I'm trying to tell you, he's right next to you. Like, he's guided to be by your side. The Hermit and the Emperor, he's guided to see you in the spirit. He's guided to, what these karmic readers want to say, be a monitoring spirit to you. Now, the divine masculine, the Emperor, is protection. He is a protector. So spiritually speaking, this man having eyes on you is his form of protection over you. Do you understand that? Okay. The moon is in reverse. There's no illusion there. This man definitely is doing things spiritually. And a lot of this is because this divine masculine realizes at this point the game, the games, the tactics. This masculine is 5 of Swords in it. Does that make sense? Okay? And he's 5 of Swordsing it right now to close out a cycle that for whatever reason, people don't want this man to close. People don't want this man to close out the cycle. They really don't. And it's sad because it's kind of the energy of like what we dealt with, divine feminine, like people that we, loved or cared for, that, we soon saw, or however long it took, the truth about these individuals. That shit hurts our hearts. Trying to tell you, every motherfucker that I love that done did me dirty, that shit broke my heart into pieces. People be saying I'm a bitch, but y'all did bitch like shit. So how's a bitch supposed to act? Anyway, sorry. That was a side note, but Page of Swords, it's like whoever these divine masculines are around, there's no love there. Queen of Cups is in reverse. The Sun is in reverse. Judgment is in reverse. Like, I don't know what this is, but this masculine is standing back and looking at shit and like, yo, I made some wrong choices. I did choose wrong on some shit. I can admit that. And a lot of this with the choices that this divine masculine wants you to know he made, divine feminine, I feel like these divine masculines chose to be with people that couldn't give them what you offered. Does that make sense? And now they're failing it. They want more. They're not feeling complete or fulfilled. Judgment in reverse with the Sun in reverse. These people are going through some things right now because of the choices they made, but a karmic lesson had to occur. Divine feminine, we went through the same thing. I wish these masculines understood that where they are, we've been. We don't judge them. How many of us done thought that people were sent to us by God to love and this and that and just turn around and got fucking played? Like, what your divine masculine needs from you right now, divine feminine, if you still want to be with this person in this union, is understanding, not judgment. Like, my person, I tell them all the time, I don't judge you, I just love you. Like, it's not for me to judge you. That's what God does. And I believe my person, even though I be talking a little crazy sometimes on here, he understands that. My person understands when a message is for him and when it's not. Like, my person doesn't take every message to be me talking to him or downing him. That's the thing with your divine masculine. If you are a reader, your divine masculine knows. He knows when he's in the wrong. And for a lot of you guys, these wrongs be backed by hermit mode. Hermit mode, because God be needing these. Oh, I was gonna say something crazy. God be needing these men to see the error of their ways. That's just pretty much what it is. And these divine masculines are being hit with the truth. They're being hit with the truth that you've spoken. They're being hit with the truth that they've seen. They're being hit with the truth of their feelings, their emotions. Everything is leading back to you. The promise, the spirituality, the transformations, the rebirths, the signs and synchronicities, everything is coming back to you. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. And I finally feel like these divine masculines are ready to be taught. They're ready to learn the lesson. They're ready to get on board with their mission. They're ready to move forward with the knowing that God is backing them and they got a powerful union on the horizon. These masculines, after having to go through series of bad karma, will understand how to make better choices, listening to their intuition and using discernment to ensure that their luck or their wheel of fortune never goes reverse again. There's many reasons why, they say pride comes before the fall. I don't know if your divine masculine is prideful. I don't know. I'm just saying. A lot of these masculines have gone through experiences where they're now being able to say, you know what? I deserve that. Before it was, but you da-da-da-da-da. And you said, now these divine masculines can sit back and watch some of y'all's readings if y'all are readers. Okay? And they cannot be so affected by every negative thing you say. They cannot think that everything you're saying is about them. A lot of y'all didn't realize the backlash you was getting was like energetically from your person. Because it was like you were talking at your person. You were talking down on your person. This is how your person perceived it before they went through their spiritual awakening. And now what they're realizing and understanding is, no, you was never talking down to me. You was trying to wake me the fuck up. So these masculines are seeing things differently. They're seeing things from a different lens. And these masculines want to say sorry for causing any spiritual warfare that they may have caused on your path when you were trying to wake them up. They weren't awake. They weren't aware. They had no idea what the fuck was going on. And the thing that they're seeing is everyone around them had some type of notion that something very good was about to happen in their life. And they had many obstacles, distractions, and things in their way that they had to maneuver through. And they didn't have the wise counsel in the physical that they needed to help them. But that's why they had you. But they've been watching you spiritually and on these fucking platforms. That's still not physical, but it's about as physical as it can get right now for y'all too. So what I want you to know is go with the flow. These divine masculines, they're saying they're not going to stop watching you. They need to know which way to go. My nose is itching. They need to know which way to go. They trust you, okay? They know now why God put you in their life. These divine masculines see the blessings that are to come. These divine masculines are working on ways to secure this. This is like security. Remember how you've been talking about the security, being the Queen of Pentacles, all these things. These masculines want to come in being secure, stable, solid, and grounded. Like, this is going to be one of those things where y'all have had many separations and coming together and separations and coming to, like, when you guys come together, it's going to be an all over knowing. There were times where there was communication between you and your person, and then, you'd see them or whatever, and you'd have that interaction in the physical. And some of you divine feminines be trying to go back and forth with the spirit and the physical while the person is physically in front of you, like, okay, I remember da-da-da-da-da, let's see if he says this, or da-da-da-da-da, let's see if I know. Like, there's something like that, and some of you guys would be upset sometimes because the spiritual wasn't matching the physical. This masculine is going to come back in this time around with all things aligning, with you feeling him, with you knowing him spiritually. Like, you're finally going to be able to see your divine counterparts spiritually. Like, you're going to see the spiritual essence of this person before your eyes. That is how you know that this masculine has gone through a massive transformation and rebirth, and he is really here in his emperor energy, because there will be no doubt. This man is going to come in and be like, yo, I've been going through a lot of shit, I've been working on some shit, and this man is going to come in talking to you about plans. This man is going to come in telling you what he's been thinking about. This man is definitely going to come in and say, something was placed on my heart. This man is going to come to you differently. You're going to see that God is working with this man, and you're going to feel it, and it's going to be one of those moments of praise where you're like, God, thank you for working on this connection, and thank you for working with this person. Like, this is also someone that you have prayed for. You have prayed for your person to receive healing. You have prayed for your person to be, free of karmic debt. You have prayed that your person see the truth of their life. You have prayed, and this is not selfish, greedy, stingy energy. Like, you want for them what you want for you. That's how it's meant to be. What the fuck? And this person is definitely going through those things right now. So just hold on a little while longer for those of you guys that this resonates with. Your person's not out here just living their best life and fuck you, divine feminine, I hate you. That's not your person. Your person loves you. To the depth and degree that you love them, the feelings are mutual. They're just doing what they need to do the way they need to do it, one, to her collateral damage. They're doing what they have. These men think about everything. They think about every fucking thing. And this man right now is thinking about you and how to step forward and be for you, with you, and about you without it causing disturbances in your life and in the growth that you have had up until now. This man knows what people are attacking. This man knows the core root of why he must isolate from you. This man sees in the spirit what people are after. Like, this is why I'm saying this man is the hermit. My twin has literally told me I'm a phantom. Like, and I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, you must be, because how the fuck do you know that? Like, I be knowing. I'm like, Some of the shit my twin be knowing, I don't fucking know how he knows. Where the fuck you be at? I don't see it. But he be knowing some shit. So like I said, your person is very, very much so aware spiritually. And this is why they're moving the way they're moving. Every step that they take toward you, divine feminine, is guided and it's aligned. Okay? So if it's been a while and you and your person haven't talked, just be on the lookout, because there's communication coming in. There's a pop-up. There's a, hey, can I come and see you? There's a, hey, can we talk? Hey, do you need anything? I was thinking about you, so I'm just hitting you up. How's everything going? Like, don't be, you want to talk now? Like, what the fuck? Nah, it ain't about that. It's not about that. It's, what's up? How you doing? How's everything going? Yeah, we can chill. All right, let's talk. This is how you got to open this door, because this masculine, like I said earlier, he's trying to find the way to approach you. He doesn't want you to chew his head off. He doesn't want you to think he's only coming to fuck you. Excuse my language, I'm sorry. He doesn't want you to think that he's trying to take anything from you, manipulate you, or play games with you. So I'm telling you, when this masculine calls you, reaches out, y'all get to talking, come from an open heart. You held the space for a reason. Let this man show you what he's trying to prove to you so fucking hard that he got me sitting here talking for fucking 40 minutes to y'all. You and this masculine may fucking talk for hours about anything. This is a man that you will tell fucking everything to. This is a man that knows you. He knows you. So this man knows I heard this man knows that this time around you're gonna let him get it right. You're gonna let him prove himself to you. And that's all I keep hearing. So Divine Feminine, don't worry about the situation. Don't worry about these karmics. Don't worry about where your masculine's at, what he's going through. I'm trying to tell you, God is putting a severe bad taste in these masculines' mouths right now when it comes to anyone but you. Because like I said, some of you guys with that past life energy here, anyone trying to interfere or step into or block or cast out or cast away or do something when it comes to these unions, it's like they're the third party. They're the third party. They're the interference. They're the negative influence. Anything that is deterring twins away from each other is an external force of negativity, whatever that is. Because the way God sees it, two people are supposed to be in physical union, and they are not. So anyone outside of those two people in this world who are trying to stop something that God is making transpire, they are third party. Friend, family, job, anything, anyone, lover, baby mother, baby father, I don't fucking know, I don't care. Anybody. Because what God has ordained is coming to pass. And this divine masculine is finally saying too, union was destined this lifetime. That's been you screaming that shit, divine feminine. You know what God told you. This person is now telling me to tell you, yes it is. Yes it is, and I see why now. And I see what I need to do. And I'm sorry I broke your heart. I'm sorry I left you hanging. I'm sorry I made you feel like what you were saying wasn't important. I'm sorry I made you feel like I wasn't coming. I'm sorry I had you sitting here like, yo, what the fuck about me? Like, this divine masculine knows all of the sadness that he's brought to you. And it wasn't on purpose. It just, he wasn't ready. If you can understand not being ready, then you can understand this masculine's ready now. Period. Everyone just doesn't graciously go into, dark night of the soul. Just let me go into the dark, into the unknown with nothing but God. Like, everybody doesn't just fucking do that. Sorry. It doesn't happen that way. Some people go kicking and screaming. Forced transformations. So, this masculine may be in that group of forced transformationers. But he's going through some things. Not terrible things. He's just going through some things, and he's having realizations and taking accountability for where he is in his life and why he's not with you right now. And all he wants to do is be with you. Literally, that's it right now. Maybe that's why I'm here so long, because I ain't got shit else to say. But this divine masculine is going to try to hold your attention, so you might get that too. Like I said, something about nighttime is very significant for this person. He might work overnights. I don't know. This man, oh God. This man might work overnights. So it might be one of those situations where you're trying to go to sleep, this person's communicating with you, like, what the fuck? Like, can I sleep? But this is when this person is able to talk to you. This is when they're free. This is when they're thinking about you. This is when they're, damn, like, what am I doing? Like, all these thoughts that they be having about you. So, and some of them, you just excite them, and nighttime be the right time. That Ace of Wands be wanding in that hand of theirs. But anyways, I don't have time. So you do a lot for this masculine, okay? So things that no one else could. Just the thought of you makes this masculine fucking wow, okay? You heard what I just said, okay? So just know that when y'all do come together, it's gonna be some and you just better be ready. I don't know. I'm sure that's the thing that's being said here. This divine masculine is like, I've been waiting a long time. I've been waiting for you. So I don't know what that means, but I've been holding back. This divine masculine said, I ain't been the player no more. Like, this man he's funny. He been holding back, bro. I guess you'll see when you see him. That's what he said. You'll know. But anyways, that's the message that I got from y'all's masculine. Hello, Ella True. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Yes, man. It's such a beautiful friggin' journey to experience. It really shows you how we are all so connected and how love is so powerful. It breaks down so much. It breaks down so much hate, so much division, so much separation, so much confusion. If you believe in love as much as you believe in everything else, Man, the power in that. Who would have thought? Where some of us have been taught by the world that we're weak because we have such big hearts. It's crazy. We weak, but we thriving. We got love to give. We got love coming in. You know, it's crazy. I don't understand how it's so hard for people to just, why it's so hard for people to just see that. You know, I don't know. Love is just, it's what it is. What you love grows. Like, love creates things. Like, you have a love for something, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna wanna express that love, right? And what you love loves you. So it's like love is love. Love is love is love. Like, love is everywhere. I don't understand. Like, you give me love, I give you love. It's crazy. I don't know. You don't give me love, I'ma still love you from a distance, but don't fuck with me. Like, I don't know. That's still love. That's self-love, you know? I can love me enough to know that you don't love me at all. So rather than hate you, I'm gonna just be like, yeah, I wish you love type energy. People don't think that way, but love is love. Unity is unity. We're all connected. So if you believe in Christ consciousness, then you can understand this journey. There is no room for judgment. There's no room for a lot of this shit, to be honest. That's okay. I be speaking because I'm a messenger. I don't know if people get it confused. People just think I be talking and what I'm saying is coming from my brain because I'm saying it out my mouth. No. This is like, I'm a spirit medium. So, spirits talk to me and I talk to you. So I don't know how else to explain this, but when I talk about there's no room for judgment, I myself, I don't judge people. I may pick a person apart. I don't know if that's judgment, but I only do so because I need to understand. So if there's a person that I don't understand, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna try to pick them apart. Like, well, maybe they went through this, or they might have, you know, someone's having a bad day and they try to give me their shit, right? I'm not gonna go, oh, fuck you. You know, hello, what does that solve? I'd be like, okay, well, you didn't do anything to them, so maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe something happened before they saw you. Maybe you look like someone they know. Like, in my brain, I'd be going through all these thoughts because I don't want to just jump to anger. Be quick to anger, or be quick to be angered, or be quick to make someone else angry. I don't want to do that. And that's what I'm talking about with like that judgment energy. When I be doing tarot and I read the cards, judgment is judgment because God says so. When I say I don't judge people, I don't judge people. That's not for me to do. Don't get it confused. Please don't. And we all get karma. And that's the thing. We all get it. That's what people need to start realizing. When people realize that karma is just what you put out coming back, we can stop having such a negative connotation on it. You know? Like, we all get karma. I do a good thing, I get something in return. That's my karma. I do a bad thing, then I get a bad thing in return. That's my karma. The thing is taking accountability for what the fuck you're seeing in your life. You make wrong decisions and then you want to be mad at someone outside of you, like they forced you, or they, like, you had no, like, it's just weird. Like, that's the part where karma gets fucked up. Like, someone who intentionally knows they're trying to fuck something up for you should know they're going to receive bad karma. But it's those people that still are child-minded and immature, unrealistic, and fucking probably was spoiled their whole lives, that don't understand accountability. They don't understand the word no. They don't understand you can't always have what you want. These things were instilled in me as a child, but I don't know. It goes back to the home. It goes back to how we were raised. Karma is universal. And the universe definitely moves when someone else does. For a reaction, there is a reaction. So why not just align ourselves with a higher thought process that says, okay, if I know that doing this is going to cause this, okay, let me do the opposite. A lot of people aren't there yet. A lot of that clear thinking doesn't come in until the connection with God is formed. Because once you have that connection with God and you understand karma, it takes away from the worldview of what karma is. Because God's karma is not man's karma. Do you understand? When I have to be responsible, right, for an action that I take, when I know that God is firsthand witnessing my movement, is different than the action I take when I think someone's watching me in the world. I don't give a fuck what someone in the world thinks. They're not running my life. I don't give a fuck. The thing that's different with that connection with God is there's obedience, there is loyalty, there is unconditional love there. And God's karma is giving you exactly what it is that you put out, and knowing that because of the one-to-one connection. So, these masculines know what God is doing in their life right now is directly related to how they treated their divine feminine when given opportunities to move and do right by them in these unions, however that was supposed to happen for these people. They know that. There's no hiding that. Ain't nobody gonna, make you believe something different. That's the karma that they're facing, coming from God. Now, after this karma, the spiritual lesson is learned. They learn what they need to do to be who God needs them to be. Then they start moving into the cycle of receiving the harvest, whatever their harvest is. I don't know what it is, and that's not for the world to know. Yes, you are part of it, Divine Feminine, but they got more to life than you, just like you have more to life than them. Do you understand? Okay. So keep your eyes on the prize. Stay focused. Stay level-headed. Stay grounded. Don't let these energies fucking be weird. Okay? Tap into your knowing. Connect with your person. God has left this door of communication open for a reason. Y'all know when God is closing doors. Y'all know. And God has closed the door many times. God has closed the door many times on this union that I'm talking about. God has literally been like, no. You're not talking to her right now. No. Divine Feminine be like, where's my masculine? And God's like, no. Focus on yourself. Keep moving forward. Focus on this right now. Go over here and do this. You're like, but I thought. God's like, go over here, my child. I said what I said. You're like, okay, God. I'm good. Literally, like, that's how it is. And there's times, too, where it's reversed. So you guys know when God is moving in these connections. And I just want you to be optimistic. When God's in the midst of a situation, it's always going to work out for the better. Always. Whatever is going on that's presenting itself to you as some form of illusion surrounding this union, you need to definitely go in and seek clarity. You need to communicate with your person the best way you know how. Okay? Pray about it. Something here about a divine feminine that prays a lot. I'm hearing your divine masculine picks up on your prayers. Like, your divine masculine hears you way more than you realize. Your divine masculine gives me the energy of like a spirit guide. Like the presence of this masculine is always with you, which is kind of weird. I feel like you are always with this masculine too, which is kind of weird to him. But I think he's learning to like it because he has felt your presence not be around him. Like I said, God veils, cloaks, removes all types of shit when he needs shit to happen. This masculine has felt the loss of your energy or your presence before. So he knows when God is upset with him. Because in a way, God gives you to this masculine as like a healing, comfort, zen space, if that makes sense. This masculine is comfortable in your energy and he's safe to be in your energy. But there's something here where when this masculine needs to evolve or go through something, God may remove your energy from around him, because it's that of like the mother. It's nurturing. It's, you're the nurturer. You're the mother. You're the divine feminine. You're the wise dome. You're everything. And when this man is in your energy or in your presence, he's protected. There's a different level of nurture, care, and love that this man feels in your energy. And when God needs him to see something or learn something, and he'll remove that. This masculine has felt that before. So what I'm saying here is God is allowing you guys to still communicate or commune, I heard. Because in this sense, it is commune. Because he wants you to know your person's doing nothing wrong. This is not manipulation. This is very much so beautiful energy. It's like two people getting on the same page spiritually, you know, on a soul level, realizing love takes time. Um, you know, love don't change. I'm hearing all these songs. Stay down. Mary J. Blige just came through. Yeah, this is hard work, determination, but for a grand purpose. And I really believe that there's something at the end of y'all's rainbow. It sounds crazy. That you don't even understand and realize. It's gonna be something that is definitely deserving of the two of you together. You guys are coming into union. Definitely coming into union. I say by the shoot. I just heard 10 months, so I don't know. I don't know. Something about a year's time. In a year's time, you and this person will be in a completely different place. And I also heard bracket, so I don't know what y'all are going to be doing financially, but yeah, y'all are coming together for major, major purpose. Power couple goals is here. Like, many twin flames are coming into union, and many twin flames are going to be embarking on this new level of spiritual abundance and authority. However that resonates, I feel like that's just what it is. These divine masculines are getting clear direction. They're getting clear, honest, and accurate information. Some straight from you, okay? Most straight from you, because ain't nobody else gonna tell these divine masculines what it really is like you, divine feminine. They know what the fuck it is. They know that you ain't playing. And from, you know, others, but the others don't really matter. The others just confirm what this divine masculine has heard you say. Literally, you are all this masculine need. You're all I need to get by. Sorry. Literally. Like sweet morning dew, I took one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. I'm about to share that song. All right. Have a good night. That's what your masculine is saying. The channel song, I'm going to post it. Have a good night. He loves you. He's thinking about you. He's sorry. He's telling you he's getting better. Things is changing. Y'all's going to be together. He made a promise. He intends on keeping it. He don't give a fuck. Who don't like what the fuck he's doing in his life. He is literally side-eyeing everybody right now. Like, yo, you're not really fucking with me. You're not really on my team. You're not really supporting me. You don't really see what I'm trying to. You don't really see the vision. Like, he is focused. Your divine masculine is tunnel vision right now. So divine feminine, all this move, bitch, get out the way. Your masculine is telling people the same. And he got one track mind. That's you. So have a good night, divine feminines. This is a message from your divine masculine who loves you so much and can't wait to be in your presence once again. Good night. Good night, Allie True.